Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my home. Yeah. So, um, I'm going to be doing something pretty life-changing, hopefully altering, and I'm going to go off of social media for an entire year starting July 1st. So, between July 1st, 2020 and July 1st, 2021, I'm not going to log into social media for an entire year for personal use. So there's only one reason that I would even log in, and that's to do something I'm not going to share here. But it isn't a personal use, it is for a professional type use, but I don't really want to do that either. So I'm going to try not to do it at all. I'm just going to try to do that thing without logging in at all to social media for the first year. I've kind of doing this, and then unless I really need to, then I might, but I'm gonna try to work around it. So I'm gonna share why, and I'm contemplating whether I'm not going to even log into YouTube during this time either. YouTube is where I spend most of my time. I really do love watching videos. But I'm going to explain what I'm doing. So I started making videos and putting videos on here when I was driving for Uber to share that experience, because I felt like a lot of the videos out there regarding Uber was really about building some big business or making lots of money, and I just didn't think that that was a realistic kind of goal. So that's really why I started making YouTube videos. Also, to stretch myself, I wanted to do something new and something out of character for myself. So that's here. That's why I'm continuing to make videos. So there's a huge long backstory to my life, clearly, because I am in my mid-30s. So of course there's a whole story, multiple stories that you don't know, that aren't shared publicly. Very few people even are interested or curious to know. And but it's all led me to where I am now. So for the past maybe 2014, around 2014, I've kind of I didn't hit rock bottom then, but I definitely was really low. I was starting to hit the bottom, and I was probably bouncing on the bottom. I hadn't quite landed, and I hadn't quite got to the bottom. So around 2015 is really when I hit rock bottom. A lot of things happened in 2015 for me, and but it was good. It was good growing. It was good stretching. It was painful, but it was necessary, and it was something that I really wanted to happen. And it's led me to grow so much more as a human being and have more compassion and to be kinder and more understanding to other people's experiences in life. We all need that. We all do. When you live a very comfortable life, or mostly comfortable, any little bump in the road, you're going to feel like it's just rocking your whole wide world if you've never actually been struggling. It's scary. I mean, panic attack every day, so much stress that your body is going into shock. Various things are happening that you've never experienced your entire life. And since kind of finding my groove, I haven't experienced these physical reactions to my environment since. So I believe 100% that all of those experiences were in conjunction with those experiences. High stress, very painful, but very life learning, and I don't regret any of it at all. So that's a different story. But just to kind of cut dry it so you understand, I have been trying to correct some of these decisions, poor decisions, that I made in the past. When you make some poor decisions and you don't realize the consequences, and then on top of it, life also occurs and happens. And what I essentially, was doing was I put my entire priority into something that I probably shouldn't have. A lot of other things in my life kind of collapsed, decayed, and I had to start cutting losses and running. You have to cut and run. You just got to be like, it's a loss, I'm moving on in life. Very painful things to do. Many people don't understand because they've never had to cut their losses and run, and I mean thousands of dollars and stuff like that. Kind of failing on paper. On paper, it looks like you failed. In real life, you won, to be honest. And this is kind of the tipping spear. It's kind of like, what decisions do you make? And can you get support? Because I do believe that there's a line that once you fall underneath that line, if you do not receive any support, you will not get above the line, especially financially. But this will impact every choice that you make daily. That's why it's so hard for some people to make good, better decisions, because those good, better decisions are not available for them. They don't have those opportunities. They've been taken from them, whether it's been their own decisions, whether they knew the decisions they were making were going to lead there, whether they were born into this environment and it was just cultivated into them that these are the options, and there's no way that they can get above that line. But it's hard and it's a struggle, and no one can do it on their own. Everyone needs mercy. However, sometimes people will throw away the mercy that they get, and by the time that they are possibly in a situation where they would take it more serious or understand the real value in it, they've already depleted all opportunities of any kind of mercy, and it's even harder for them. But that's when you have to take responsibility for the decisions you make. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been taking a whole lot of responsibility for all of the decisions I've made my entire life that have impacted who I am today, how I interact with people, how I deal with issues, how I handle things. And it's a very painful thing to do. And my situation is nowhere near the worst situation that exists in this world. There are so many other people that are experiencing even worse situations, and most of it is because of the decisions you make. To be honest, you have to be able to take responsibility for them. Understanding you made all of these decisions, accepting all the consequences of all the decisions you made, it is probably the hardest thing that I've ever actually done. And there's a thing that people in your life, they may have done this, or they may have told you about this, and you may have thought that you've done it, but if it wasn't actually life altering, it also depends on who you are and where you are. But if you hit bottom and you're really hurting and you don't have a lot of options, and you think that you've done some personal work, you probably need to do more. There's always more to do. I have so much more to do. And that's where we are now. So I've spent last couple of years quitting my last permanent job, really reflecting on what it is that I want, realizing I don't really know what it is that I want, drive Uber to support myself, experience that and realize that I'm not making enough with Uber to support myself to continue to drive Uber, looking for different opportunities throughout the last couple of years, being able to find some blessings and jobs. I'm so grateful for the job that I have, even though I've been sent home for the second time for this pandemic. But I'm extremely grateful for this job, and I'm just waiting and just ready to go back. That was yesterday, so today is the first day of not going to work. So, but I'm just hoping that it's not 2 weeks. I'm hoping that maybe next week or the week after, like a week off maybe, or 10 days or something. I don't know. I hope it's, but I'm okay with 2 weeks, at the same time. If I can go back to work after 2 weeks and not show symptoms and still I just bought a thermometer today, and temperature is normal and I feel fine, besides migraines here and there. And migraines really started when I was experiencing all of those, physical symptoms from all that stress. But, I'm doing okay. So I feel like I'm almost out of debt. I have been working so hard and sacrificing so much to get out of debt. Understanding all the decisions I've made and how I ended up where I am today. I'm emotional now because it's a very emotional thing to do. And if you've never done this, it takes strength and it takes a certain kind of will. You have to humble yourself and you have to understand that you shouldn't give up on yourself. That's what I tell myself. Don't give up on yourself. You have a lot of life left to live. Being 36, you kind of really feel like life is almost over, but it's not. At least I hope it's not. And that can be, I can increase the length of life if I focus on increasing the quality of life that I have, whether it's physically, fixing my fitness, mentally fixing my emotional health, seeing my therapist, continuing on this, doing this work that's so important for myself to do, working on building, healthier relationships and being more vulnerable and honest with the people around me so that we can feel closer to one another, and possibly start being able to be in a position financially where I can make better decisions to do things that I want to do. Feeling the ability to go out and do something. When you've been struggling financially for many, many years, a lot of fun activities you just can't do because you're either working for low amounts of money, or so you never get vacation, so you never have the time off to go do the things. And then when you do have any time off, you're kind of like, well, I don't really know if I really want to spend even $50 doing something, because I might need that $50 to put in the gas tank or to eat, So it's going to be really great to get to the other side. But I'm almost out of debt. I don't have a career going on. I don't know about my job security at all. I am in a temporary job now. The other job that I have is also a temporary type job. With the post office. The post office is not it's kind of struggling right now, so there's no guarantee that I will have work. There's no guarantee that I will have a job. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I didn't finish my degree due to various circumstances, as well as not having money, and not having good priorities, and not knowing really what I wanted to do. I'm not a kind of person that just is like, well, I committed, and even though I hate my life, I'm going to push through the next 2 years. No, those are 2 years of my life. Do I really want to be pushing to do something that I don't really want to be doing, or do I want to go out and try something new? And I'm the kind of person that says I want to go out and try to do something new. I don't know what the future may hold, but I'm going to be taking a year off, July 1st to July 1st, off of social media. Will I be taking off YouTube? I probably should. I need to focus 100%, 110% on the life that I'm building. I think that it would be really good to do that. I think it would be 100% in my benefit to just go away and see what I can do without this. I feel like it's more of a distraction at this point, because I really have the energy and I have the interest and I have the will to do things, but I see myself continuing this bad pattern of depression, and this stuff is just not helping me. It's not working for me right now. Um, yeah, so that's just where I am. So I'm. This is probably the last video, and I'll probably just enjoy watching YouTube for the next like week or two, week and a half, whenever. Um, and then I'll be gone. I'll be uninstalling all of these apps off my phone, and I'll be really focusing on who I am. What I think I might be doing is I might create a blog and writing for the next year instead. And that's what I might be doing. But I won't be putting that on here. I won't be sharing it here. It's just gonna, if I do it, it's just gonna be out there, and if it's found, when it's found, you know. But that's what I think I'll be doing. I've been wanting to do a blog for the past couple of years. I want to have a different kind of life, and in order to do that, I have to do something drastic. So I'll see you here July 1st, 2021. Yeah. I hope the world has gone insane. I hope the world calms down in a year. I hope that we've made the world a better place in a year. I hope that everybody is a lot safer in a year. I hope I'm in a better place, able to give back and help others in a year. And yeah, I don't know what happens, but we're gonna see what all I can do in the next year. I'm really excited. I'm really scared. I have no real plan. I was just thinking, I could blog it, but yeah. Good luck, and I'll see you July 1st.